Okay, so for our warm-up that is going to prepare us for our quiz, we do have quiz problems like number 1 and 2 here. We labeled D, E, F, and DF on the picture here. Now here's the question I have for y'all. What do I do with this? Am I setting something equal? Am I adding some stuff together? How do I set this equation up? So let me ask you, are these two things equal? Should I set them equal? What do y'all think? Okay, so they're not equal parts because I don't see the word midpoint, right? Remember, the key word is midpoint. If you see midpoint, we'll get to that, then you know they're equal parts. You can set them equal with an equal sign. But if there's nothing equal, then you're going to have to do part plus part equals whole, right? So the left part plus the right part equals the whole thing. Let's write that down as an equation. The left part, 5x minus 9, plus the right part, 2x plus 10, equals the whole thing, 78. Part plus part equals whole, okay? Now, from here, what do I do with the x's? I have two x's on the same side of the equal sign. Do I combine them or do I get rid of one? Combine them. If they're on the same side, you combine like terms, okay? So 5x plus 2x is 7x. Negative 9 plus 10. What's negative 9 plus 10? 1, okay, plus 1 equals, bring down 78. And could you solve this two-step equation? The loner is 1, so yeah, some minus 1 on both sides. 7x equals 78 minus 1, 77. And then to get rid of that 7 in front of x, what do? Divide by 7. So what is 77 divided by 7? 11, right? And is that what I'm looking for? Yes. It says find the value of x, so the x equals 11 is done. So today, on a quiz, can you do that with different expressions, different numbers, okay? It's the same idea. Part plus part equals whole, combine like terms, get rid of the loner, divide, that's it. Now the next one looks like it might be similar, but you always want to read it. It says if R is the what? R is a what? Midpoint. Keyword. We talked about this. If it's a midpoint problem, you know the halves are equal. Let's label it on our picture. QR is 6x plus 25. RS is 16. Between R and S is 16 minus 3x. Okay, so I have a part and a part. So what do I do? Here. What do I do with those two parts? Do I add them up to something or do I set them equal? What do you think? Midpoint means the two parts are equal. If they're equal, you put an equal sign in between them. All right? So that equals that. So let's go ahead and write that out. 6x plus 25 equals 16 minus 3x. Now, here's the question. X is on both sides. Do I combine them or get rid of one? I get rid of the smaller x. Which one's the smaller x? The minus 3. What's the opposite of minus 3? Plus 3x plus 3x. 6x plus 3x is 9x. Bring down plus 25 equals 16. And then I'm solving for x, so I get rid of what first, the 9 or the 25? The loner 25, so I'm going to subtract 25, and I get 9x equals 16 minus 25 is -9. Last step, to get rid of the 9 in front of x, we divide by 9. So x equals -9 divided by 9 is -1, okay? It's okay if x is negative. It's just when you plug it in, it should be positive answer. And that's what we got to do next. It does not ask us to find x. It does ask us to find QS. Now notice, QR and RS are the only things we know. We don't know what QS is as an expression. But what we can do is plug it into something we do know, QR. So let's take this QR and plug in x is -1. So I'm going to write 6, and instead of x, -1 plus 25. I am substituting, I am plugging in -1, wherever x is. So 6 times -1 is -6. Bring down plus 25. -6 plus 25 is 19. So if you plug it in here and you get 19, 19 is only this thing right here, QR, right? But they're not asking you for QR, they want to know QS. Let me ask you, if R is the midpoint and half of it's 19, what's the other half going to be? It has to match, right? Halves are the same. So if the left is 19, so is the right, 19. Could you now figure out all the way across QS? What do I do with those two 19s? Add them up. Hold on. That's nothing. All right, so 19 times 2, or 19 plus 19 is 38, okay? Now, you can use this to take your quiz, okay? You have this warm-up. You can keep your warm-up on your desk if you want. Don't forget the objective every day, the blue sentence at the top. And for this quiz, I'm going to let you use your notes. So if you got any notes from last week, week before, please have those out. You may use them, okay? You're just not allowed to use your phone. So phone's out. Phone's not out. Phone's away. Phone's in your pocket. And then, of course, you can't use your friends. So no talking to each other, no looking around, no thinking about your friends or anything. No phones on your desk, in your hand, on your lap, on your eyes as a VR headset. None of that, okay? Now, yeah, I don't mind if you listen to music. You just can't be like on your phone picking songs and stuff, okay? Here we go. Let's take this quiz.